We will make America strong again. We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again. And we will make America great again.
Bitches.
The time for empty talk is over. Now arrives the hour of action. We just officially terminated TPP. And just signed a document, very powerful document. And we're going to have trade, but we're going to have one-on-one. And if somebody misbehaves, we're going to send them a letter of termination, 30 days, and they'll either straighten it out or we're gone. Not one of these deals where you can't get out of them and it's a disaster. So we're going to have plenty of trade. But TPP wasn't the right way. So we're going back to those countries, one-on-one, and that'll be beautiful. We're going to put a lot of people back to work. We're going to use common sense, and we're going to do it the way it's supposed to be done. We're going to stop the ridiculous trade deals that are taking everybody out of our country and taking companies out of our country. And it's going to be reversed. I think you're going to have a lot of companies come back to our country. Companies that left are going to come back to our country, and they're going to hire a lot of people. It's inconceivable to me that this was allowed to happen in the first place.
Build the wall, it just got 10 feet higher. Build the wall, it just got 10 feet strong. Build the wall, it just got 10 feet higher. And build and build and build and just build the wall. Oh, just build the wall.
This is border security, immigration enforcement, and improvements. Very important. We've been talking about this right from the beginning. This is with regard to the construction of the Keystone Pipeline, something that's been in dispute, and it's subject to a renegotiation of terms by us. We're going to renegotiate some of the terms, and if they'd like, we'll see if we can get that pipeline built. A lot of jobs, 28,000 jobs, great construction jobs. Okay, Keystone Pipeline. This is with respect to the construction of the Dakota Access Pipeline. Dakota Access Pipeline. Again, subject to terms and conditions to be negotiated by us. Okay. This is construction of pipelines in this country. We are, and I am, very insistent that if we're going to build pipelines in the United States, the pipe should be made in the United States. So unless there's difficulty with that, because companies are going to have to sort of gear up, much pipeline is bought from other countries. From now on, we're going to start making pipeline in the United States. We build it in the United States. We build the pipelines. We want to build the pipe. Got to put a lot of workers, a lot of skilled workers back to work. Okay. We will build our own pipeline. We will build our own pipes. That's what it has to do with, like we used to in the old days.
the very first regulation was that of the ACA, which you said was actually a revolutionary executive order. What about that was revolutionary?
There are a number of things about it that are fascinating, but 2 points stand out. One is his firm determination stated in this order that soon Obamacare will not be the law. Therefore, and now he's addressing it to the thousands of bureaucrats in the federal government that administer it. If you're about to impose a set-off, a fine, a fee, a penalty, or a tax, which is what is imposed for the first time in 2017 on people who don't have health insurance, don't impose it. Because by the time the IRS gets around to collecting those taxes, they won't have the authority to do so because it won't be the law. That is profound. The prediction that something won't be the law and the instruction to the IRS, which likes to grab as much money as it can, don't grab money that you're only going to have to return.
Next is an executive order minimizing the economic burden of the Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act pending repeal.
And
Here's what was revolutionary. Here's what I saw for the first time in 45 years, I hate to use that number, of studying and watching the laws and the government administer them. I've never seen the government do this. If you are in an area where you have discretion, you can make choices on the time, place, manner, and severity of the enforcement. And you have a choice between benefiting the individual and benefiting the government. Go against the government.
Yeah, that is unreal.
This is purely Jeffersonian. This is unheard of in the history of the United States post-Woodrow Wilson, that the President of the United States would admit the government is wrong, the law is bad, it's not his law, but still the government is wrong, we have a chance to collect money, we don't want your money because it would be wrong for us to take it, therefore I'm telling the bureaucrats that enforce this to construe it in favor of the individual and against the government. Utterly revolutionary.
Another busy day at the White House, and that is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. President Donald Trump met with executives of the big motor companies today, vowing to cut corporate taxes and asking the moguls to build more plants in the USA. Obviously, Mr. Trump trying to gin up the economy by urging big business to invest in America. He's also threatening, however, 35% import taxes on those car makers who build in Mexico and want to sell here.
we have a very big push on to have auto plants and other plants, many other plants. You're not being singled out, believe me, Mary, I promise. But to have a lot of plants from a lot of different items built in the United States. And it's happening bigly. We had Whirlpool up yesterday. We're talking about big construction of facilities. And it's not the construction I want, although that brings jobs. It's the long-term jobs that we're looking for. We're bringing manufacturing back to the United States bigly. We're reducing taxes very substantially, and we're reducing unnecessary regulations. And we want regulations, but we want real regulations.
He's angering environmentalists, still threatening companies that move overseas, but doing all of that in the name of the American worker. Clearly, the Trump administration is putting economic growth above all else.